Arena versus
Up against a Druid.
I must protect the wild.
You asked for it.
Nah, I got the Amani Berserker into the Sun Fury. Sort of weak, but okay. If I were more ambitious, I might have gotten rid of the Sun Fury Protector. But today, I'm feeling more of the safety play. I already got rid of 2 cards. I'll play the Amani since I could kill a Innervated Yeti out if this is Dreamland, or even a Bear of the Claw of the Druid. That would work.
Who you want me kill?
Shield up.
Yes, yes, haha. I was in Germany, now I'm in the US. Wow, so amazing. That's amazing. What's also amazing is my 2-drop got the coin and a swipe. Nice job, 2-drop.
I got this.
Incredible. The value. Why is my hand all spells? I see some confusion about Arcane Explosion in my hand. It's a addition from yesterday night? Or yesterday's gameplay. Or it's like, alright, enough of the... Enough of the Murlocs and the Hunters and the Warriors and the Paladin and the Aggro. I want an area of effect answer. And so I chose Arcane Explosion. So rip missiles in with the Arcane Explosion.
My eyes are open.
He healed himself instead of the Keeper? What? That doesn't make any sense! That was like the worst card I could have faced. But now, that does... But... Thank you. Well, with the coin swipe play and the misheal there, my opponent is at 7 cards against my 5. What? Has he 2 cards ahead? Well, Keeper took out a guy. So technically the Keeper already 1-for-1. In fact, a 2-for-1 because I had to Frostbolt the Keeper. That's just how good a Keeper is. Oh, man, 8-drop. By Fire be purged? Nope, Ancient of Lore. That's really good for the Amani Berserker, but it's really bad for me that he's got an Ancient of Lore. Can Fireball it, but I could also use the Amani Berserker, which usually doesn't get that much value. I could do both. Fireball it and Fire Blast my Amani Berserker, counting on him not to have an answer. But it probably has an answer. The only sad point about doing this is it's really slow for the development on my board, but I'm gonna have to take that, I think. 8 cards against my 5. He's up 3 now. He also innervated for 1 extra mana. So that was one of the few ways I could save a Fireball.
Shields up.
Pray random damage. This is the free mage deck yet again from yesterday night. I got to rank 1 and 1 star. It was a day of up and downs, but it ended with that. Let's see, 4, 6, 8 is the play. Random damage on the that guy will do a little bit of work. Did 2 guys with 5 health. Hopefully I'm not dead this turn. Nope, that's impossible. Wait, no, that's just enough with Force of Nature Savage Roar. 2, 4, 6, 10, 20. Well, let's hope he doesn't have it. Oh, okay. Much sad.
Well played.
played.
The surprise. It looked like he had the advantage going to the long game anyways. Wood Nose Dorm would be good in Fight Night decks, if it would affect those games, since everyone takes 5 minutes per turn. Well, it's an interesting thing, because you take that long because you can do it since there's no time restriction. That might change in the future. It might change this Fight Night, in fact, as a result of those games.
You asked for it.
It's still a bad card. And as much as we joke like, oh, it would totally counter Trump, or it would totally counter Monk, we generally have the idea of like what we want to do with the turn, but then like the remaining minutes are like, oh, is there something better I can do? Nope, still rank 1. Hopefully I'll be still rank 1 after this game. This hand is somewhat grim, so I'm hoping that actually is allowed. That was a rather tame summon, and yet if he had gotten the charger, I would have frostbolted it, and if it was Misha, that would have been a tough one. Based on Coin Leok, well, it could be the all-out. It's the all-out aggro since it's got a leopard now. Yep. Interesting. I wonder what that trap could be. I actually don't know what that trap is. The Eagle Horn, though. I suppose that was a natural card to come next. I really hope it isn't a freezing trap. That would be fairly bad for me. Alright, not freezing. It also means he might not be able to hit me with that this turn, which is nice. I'll trigger that trap with the Harvest Golem. Huh. Yeah, I still will. I'll frostbolt the Arcane Golem there. Actually, first I'll do this. If it's misdirection, it might hit the Arcane Golem. Explosives, okay. Keep them frozen, hopefully for a long time. This needs to be frozen. And I want to keep him frozen. That'll be pretty big. It negates 6 damage. The next turn I can play the Earthen Ring Farseer and Sun Fury. Hopefully I don't die this turn. That seems extremely unlikely. But it is possible with the specific 2-card combo of Leroy plus Unleash the Hands. Oh, that also works.
Well played.
That's pretty sick.
Well played.
My apologies.
Oh. We can look at that play and say, oh, you should have taunted up, you should have healed, etc., etc. But the taunt wouldn't have added many hit points to me, considering it was only a 2 health and a 1 health guy. I did the play that assumed I would survive that turn, so that I could taunt and heal next turn. And over time, that's the right play. So I stick by it.
Your soul shall be mine!
You asked for it.
Oh. Rank 30. Wonder if it's the aggro or if it's the control. Either way, I imagine Amani Berserker is the correct play here. Although it could be play Amani. I mean, do I want to save the Protector? Not really. So I'll go for the beats.
It's time for a little blood.
Shields up!
Who you want me kill?
On this next turn, Hellfire is possible, but if I play the Acolyte of Pain, that won't be too devastating, I think. Could also play the Harvest Foam, and that's also not bad because I get a guy. But it could be bad because he's got the, that's fine. I could do an extra 3 damage to him right now, but probably better to develop the Water Elemental.
I got this.
Also, in the case that he's got the Molten when he's at 1, and then he does Defender, I would just die.
Shields up!
Okay, would have been nice to get that a turn earlier, but good to get it now still.
I got this.
I'm gonna go for this instead of the face because making Moltens cost 2 sort of is bad. Okay. Well, the good news is he did not play a Molten there. Probably means he doesn't have one. The bad news is I've got some really bad cards. The good news is he seems to have a fairly bad start as well.
So many
Mostly because of no Molten Giant. Also, since he's up against the... Oh, he top decked one. Also, since he's up against the Mage, it's less likely that he'll be able to... Nice. Very scary. It's possible I need to just go for the luck. Frostbolt him now. If I Fire Blast him, that puts him at 10, and I still win to a Fireball top deck. So this is like the half measure. I have to do this because if I don't, then I lose 1 damage in the future. Because the Azure Drake will die. Ah, there's 3 health on him. That would have actually done it, if he hadn't healed for 3. Lauren, Jesus, almost came through for me there, but not quite.
My eyes are open. You haste Jaraxxus, Eladon Lord of the Burning Legion.
Oh, that's nice. Jaraxxus for lethal. I respect that.
Well played.
I must protect the wild.
You asked for it.
Alright, Druid. Thanks to Titus for the donation. Leaves a message of, "Hi Trump, keep going, a streamer, and enjoy life. Greetings from Germany." Well, thank you, Titus. I definitely intend to keep going a streamer. And thanks Spoons for the donation. Asks the question of, I have been using this deck for a while and I find Mana Worm not being that useful to me. How should I be playing it, or is there a replacement? It's actually one of the best cards in the deck, especially against aggro, since the aggro tends to play a lot of 1 mana 2/1s. Your Mana Worm kills it and then it's free to kill something else as well. And it is oftentimes a 1 mana 2/3. Not always, and oftentimes it's a 1 mana 1/3, and that's sort of mediocre, especially against control, but it's pretty good as is. What do I think about Wild Pyro for the control deck? I've thought about it. The main problem is it competes with the Sunfury Protector, as well as many other cards for the 2 mana slot, so I stick with the Sunfury. Also, the taunt is important to give on the cheap, against the decks. Well, that's why Sun Fury Protector is so good.
I can wait and fish all day.
Alright, Pagel for free. Here we see an example of the mediocrity of the Mana Worm. Also the worst matchup to have Arcane Explosion on. But
Tazdingo! Yes!
wow, that's pretty rough. I have to sheep that, or I'll take heavy losses. And I would never use Polymorph this lightly, except I would much rather have a different solution, but it is the only solution I have. Wait, 1, 2, nah. Pretty sad. But with the double Mana Worm, I'm aiming to be able to do serious damage to him. Also, as it turns out, Druid doesn't have that many big stuff to sheep anyways. I mean, they've got a few good things. Like, this is on the absolute low level of the sheeps. In fact, there's like never a... If someone were to ask me the question, is it ever right to play Polymorph on Sen'jin Shieldmaster, I would probably say no, like, except in this situation.
Where shall I strike?
He was presumably deciding between that and the other form. Other form might have been better. Maybe.
I must safeguard the land.
Too bad though. Add in the Fire Blast so that when it trades with the Mana Worm I can Fire Blast it again. Thanks to the Azure Drake I'm ahead a card. He's got 4 cards, my 4 cards. This will probably kill this and then I'll Fire Blast. This is the turn where you can get up 2 cards on me though by playing Ancient of Lore. It's so difficult to deal with the Ancient of Lore. That's like the one card that makes Druid so good in this matchup. That's pretty good. He's actually healing his guys. That's the right play. Whoa. Yeah, the efficiency. Although this makes my hand really, really bad. Hopefully there will be some treasure from here.
Take heart.
It's a really good card to polymorph. But I had to do so earlier. Oh, it's a pretty good use of Power of the Wild. Very scary. 2, 4, 6, 8.
It's time for a little blood.
The Karen will get the double on me, but I'll have to just deal with that.
Well played.
No, no way. 19 is the maximum damage you could do. It's like really well. Oh wow, that's really scary. Oh, the human. Well, it's time for Operation Burn Him. That is true terror.
Who you want me kill?
My eyes are open.
I don't believe the healing makes any difference here. It could, against like a removal spell. Maybe he's got Claw. Nah, if he's got Claw, I want it to hit the Yeti. If I put Taunt on the 3/3 though, he's almost obligated to, alright, we'll do this.
The eyes of the earth are upon us.
The 3 random health on the Yeti, even though it looks like it doesn't matter. Might matter. I have some outs here. This quadruple Yeti. It's a little bit of a problem. 14, 5, 7. Huh, alright.
Who you want me kill?
The eyes of the Earth Mother are
I
upon
got
us.
this.
Certainly should trade this off instead of letting that trade. It'll force the 5/5 into one of these. I have to play this fairly daring. Normally it would have been right to trade the Berserker for the 5/5 since that's trading up.
This time for sure.
There's no way I can kill him in time, since he'll stay at that amount of health. Unfortunate.
Let the pain speak to me.
Alright, let's get some ogres.
None shall rise.
It's the Black Yeti. Oh, it's ogre. Nice. So this is an example of where I might lose by not playing the Earthen Ring Farseer, but it's certainly not greedy to do this instead.
Bring the pain.
When it's this close, I have to just play the odds. And I also think that I need to get the extra draw off of the Acolyte of Pain.
Shields up.
I really want to Earthen Ring Farseer the ogre, but that would cause me to lose the game. The net effect of using Earthen Ring Farseer over Arcane Explosion here is just 1 health.
What to do?
Job's done.
Oh, good luck. He had to decide on whether he wanted to hit me or... Oh, I see. Drawing the card. Because the hero ability on me makes a lot more sense when I'm retiring this. Alright, so I must kill this, and I must Fire Blast it. Well, I could Polymorph it. Yeah, I mean, can't really save Polymorph for something more vicious. 4, 6, 9, 4, 6, 9. I hit him for 4, he's down to 12, 8. And then 7, unfortunately that's still 1 short the next turn. What if I went Polymorph Ogre? No, that's impossible. I have to play this. I could do this, this, and this. That leaves 9 damage the next turn, which means I'm set up to kill him over 2 turns. Hit Fire Blast, 8 mana, 3, 6. Extra health on the guy is pretty important. And then being able to play out 2 guys is good. So I put a 2-turn clock on him.
Shields up.
Of course.
Alright. Top deck or die. There are definitely outs in him, in his deck.
Well played.
Well played.
That's not one of them.
I concede.
the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
Wow, that is a really terrible hand against the hunter. Gonna need a bit of help here. Okay. Hurricane Explosion is actually a good card in this matchup.
Ready to ride.
Fortunately, the mage doesn't do too badly by just fire blasting. This is sort of a significant reason of why I like playing mage. Well, bad draw overcome. Fire blast, fire blast. Let's see what happens. Yeah, sure.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
I feel icky.
Time to flame strike him. Quote unquote flame strike. Alright, well, certainly I must hit him or frostbolt him. All he needs to do is 4 more damage. So I should play 1 minion, because Unleash the Hounds will only deal 3. And if it does more than 3, then I lose anyways. Okay. Ooh. Oh! 4, 8, 11, 18, 22, 23! Whoa!
I must protect the wild.
You asked for it.
I think I actually need to give both Mana Worms the buffs. I'm going to not do the Mana Worm coin Mana Worm play. Maybe next turn I go Mana Worm coin Fire Blast? Maybe. It's pretty scary. No, nope, that's not good enough. So basically I'd be using 2 of these guys to kill a Yeti, which is okay. And I can do that by either Fire Blasting or playing the Sun Fury now. If I play the Sun Fury, then one of the Mana Worms can survive for later. I don't want to play the Berserker since he can kill it with the Yeti while it's in the weak state. And we use the Sun Fury and Fire Blast the Yeti.
Shields up.
No, change of plans. This looks like it has to run into that.
Well played.
And if it doesn't run into that, I have the backup play of doing this and Fire Blast.
It's time for
This is good because I have a 5 attack guy next turn, if I need to. Otherwise, I play Azure Drake.
I can wait and fish all day.
Kill the Pagel. Kill it now.
Who you want me kill?
Pain, speak to me.
Shields up.
My shield for Argus.
What to do?
I think I'll play Chill Wind Yeti, since this allows me to get an extra draw out of this guy. The Azure Drake Arcane Explosion, turn 7, might be good. Could also be pointless. Okay, not too bad. Dealt an extra 4 damage to me. Well, also, that's a fine use of Savage Roar. It's just not too bad is all. Fire Blast this because it looks like that this plus this kills this. Oh, I have some pretty good card advantage. Oh, that's an Ancient of Lore though. But I do have the double Arcane Explosion play coming up. I'll never see it coming. Nope. Nope. Okay. I think I go 3-6, Fire Blast to 5-5. It'll be a while before I can take it out.
What to do? What to do?
Unless I play the Earthen Ring. Yeah, that would work better.
Eyes are open.
The Earthen Ring is 1 away from doing this, so Fire Blast will make it work. If he does this and this and this, then this goes this. If he just sends these 2 out here, then I go this and this and this. And maybe some of these.
Take off.
Oh, that is actually the first time I've seen Golden Cairn? That can't possibly be true. No, I've seen plenty of them. First time I've noticed it. Very elegant, Mr. Cairn. It's time for him to face the wrath of the Arcane Explosions. Oh, or this. No, not that. That's impossible. But this works. Okay. If I left the 2-1 alive, he can attack and then Fire Blast this, so the Arcane Explosion is a play to save the Earthen Ring Farseer, especially in a game where I can't expect to do more than 2 damage with Arcane Explosion.
Of course.
I didn't have the guts to leave the Azure Drake up on the table. Seemed like it could be scary. Otherwise, another reasonable play would have been just play Ogre Water Elemental. But since this is the late game, every use of the Fire Blast to push a little bit of an edge might be good.
Time waits for no one.
Thank you to Silkworm for your donation. Leaves a message of get an Ice Lance.
I
It's
must
free.
safeguard the land.
Don't think I understand
My
that message.
shield for Argus.
Well, he's used one Savage Roar already. Using it to clear the water elemental. Alright. It does prevent him from being perma-frosted, so that's carries some importance. I'll leave the 2-1 alive since otherwise I'd have to not play a water elemental. It's true, I do read a good amount of the chat. That's why I like keeping it orderly. Especially when it's the opponent's turn and I don't have much to do. That's the moments where I can enjoy chat to the fullest. Six, 9, 12, 13. I'm 1 mana short, or 1 damage short of killing him. I'll take no chances, I think. Since that's definitely lethal next turn. Freeze everything!
Well played. I can see.
Woo. Oh my gosh! Yeah, back to 1! Alright, the dream is yet... The dream isn't that far away!
Let the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
Nice hand against a hunter. I mean, that's good enough to keep. I got the 1, the Fire Blast is often played on 2. Got the Harvest Golem and the Yeti. Feel pretty good about that. The reason why I'm not in Berlin right now is because it's another 2 teams doing the fighting. Gotta give them a chance in the spotlight. It was Team Liquid Valley versus Doghouse 4 seasons in a row, so makes sense to introduce someone else. Okay, the fact that that went towards the Mana Worm is a pretty big signal that this is a control hunter instead of the all-out aggro hunter. Huff. In that sense, the Huffer isn't as good. It is pretty incredible how one change to one card made the hunters come out. I mean, the change was fairly significant, to be fair. Wow, such trap. Well, I'm obligated to trap check, I'd say. Didn't go too badly. He just has a Assassin's Blade out. It's a Secret Hunter deck. The Eagle Horn Bow does end up doing a lot of damage, just like 5 damage a turn with these 2 together. The Water Elemental is the king here. I'm sort of reading this as a second misdirection. Well, it could be freezing. It's hard to wait. Bummer. $15, $11, $15, $11, $9, $3. That would push him close enough. This makes him unable to use 1 durability, I think, overall. That one's probably the explosives. Trap every turn. Que magnifico.
I got this.
The good news is all that durability will not all be lost. It's theoretically lethal next turn.
Do you like to play with fire?
This is sort of a fun deck by him here. Oh, just got a top deck Fireball. It's a secret-based Eagle Horn Bow, do 5 a turn deck. That's pretty innovative. Okay. No! Huh? It's a 50-50.
Well played.
May RNGesus be with me tonight.
Well, of course.
Job's done.
Unit Cat. Played against him before.
You
Although I don't
asked
remember
for it.
which flavor of warrior he was. Probably a legendary warrior if I remember the name.
Greetings.
Hello.
It's time for a little blood.
Didn't do coin fire or axe, but maybe he was thinking about it. I will probably fire blast my berserker on turn 3. Yeah, there's...
What now?
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll definitely do it now that there's been a slam used. Unfortunately, if I fire blast this, this will go into cleave range.
Who you
Fortunately, I
want me
drew a 3, so I don't have to make the decision.
My blade be thirsty.
Okay, let's save the berserker. So far, I've curved out perfectly. Many thanks to the deck.
Who you want me
Into Azure Drake. The wave of luck. It's pushing me to the top. I'm feeling it. Hopefully.
My blade be thirsty.
Back to work.
Interesting. I think of all things, I'll fall too far behind if I focus on killing that this turn. Plus, it's not a total disaster if it
Who you want me kill?
gets out of hand. Since both my guys, all my guys trade with it. The problem with the Faceless is it can trade against itself. The Azure Drake draws a card, while also still trading with the Frothing. And if the Faceless, if the Frothing survives, I might consider Facelessing it.
Armor made to fit.
Okay, so the trade was real. Deck is continuing to hook me up with good stuff. I don't know how often I should repeat this, but it is a question that comes up a lot. Because people look at the Arcane Explosion and are like, why is this bad card in here? Turns out that in the current constructed metagame, there's a lot of 1 health guys out there. I'm looking at you, Murlocs, and Hunters, and Paladins, and Aggro Warriors. So this is like a 2-mana 2-for-1 sometimes. Huh, I think I'd go for him. That's 6 damage, 21, he would go down to 15. And then the next turn I do 4, 6, 9. And that puts him down to 6, which is a really good number. If the armor smith wants to gain armor, it should come at me. The one reservation I have about this plan is if he's got brawl, then the armor smith can win the brawl. But you know, that's life if he's got it. Most of my guys aren't that good. And this is the most I've ever been able to rush down a control warrior running this type of deck. So that's pretty fortunate for me. Oh, Armor Smith won. Why is life so cool? Can play the Sun Fury, that pushes him down 6. 17 minus 6, 11.
I wonder.
He's low enough. Although I should have played the Sun Fury first. Hopefully he doesn't run Black Knight. Nah, there's no way he does. Yeah, cool thing about the brawl, last minion into the brawl is the winner of the brawl. Bit of trivia. Ugh. Well, the good news is he doesn't actually have the armor to keep using Gorehound.
I got this.
Probably.
My eyes are open.
Still got my 2 ogres in there, but I've drawn both Azure Drakes. The Azure Drakes are really good in the late game for refueling. If he only gains 2 armor this turn, looks like it's my victory. If he doesn't kill any of the guys, also. We've also got the pseudo mind control, faceless polymorph in my hand.
I bring life.
Gotta kill that, otherwise it could lead to the execution of Alexstrasza. I think an execute is likely in his hand, given his relative lack of plays. Might have a whirlwind. I'd say that's the most likely play here. I actually think I have a very high chance of losing this game. Well, no, he Alexstrasa'd himself. That tends to be good since I'm at 30 health. The warriors don't tend to have that much finishing. Pretty difficult for him to do 30 points of health. Pretty difficult. Not impossible. Unfortunately, I have to fireball that instead of his face, but that's life. You still got Ragnaros, Ysera, and Cairn. Out of all of those, Cairn is least scary. Ragnaros and Ysera are sort of problems. Oh, Baron Geddon. Okay, that might kill him. Maybe. And then it'll trade off the ogre. I might want to play just the water elemental, since if I play both, he can kill the water elemental. Well, the good news is if I play both, then if he goes for the water elemental, thanks to the arcane explosion, I finish off Baron. Alright, that's fine. The 1 damage. Ooh, shiny Baron. Much fire. Trump casts water elemental against Baron Geddon. It's super effective.
I wonder. I must choose.
Let the pain speak to me.
This time for sure.
Hooray. No, that's right. That will work. It's actually to my advantage for Baron to be on the board right now. So I will leave it alive. Alright, shield block. the card he wanted the most. But it was only a matter of time before he got it. It looks like I'll Frostbolt it on account of I want to Fire Blast my own guy. He'll still be at 12 because of that. 6-9, that's not enough. I can't trade his 7 damage for his 2 damage. I've also used one Fireball already, unfortunately.
Let the pain speak to me.
Armor made to fit.
Back to work! What you looking at?
7, 14, 16. 15, it's not enough. It's going to be... Well, I probably have to save the Fireball for his Ragnaros. The problem is going to be a Sarah. But it's possible he doesn't run both of them.
I wonder...
I don't think I can actually kill him, other than bring it to lethal. The brawl really hurt, as it turns out. Four, 6, 8, and okay. 1, 5, 7. Well, darn. I think I cannot actually faceless the Alexstrasza in this matchup. I need to faceless something better.
Well played.
Well played.
Dog.